Hi everyone, this is Janet from Simply Hooked by Janet. Today we're going to learn how to crochet these cute paw prints. We have two different sizes, a large and a smaller size, but for today's tutorial we're going to learn how to do the large size. So let's get started. To make a paw print you're going to need a size 4mm crochet hook, and you'll also need a small amount of a worsted weight number 4 yarn. I like to use the Lion Brand Heartland yarn. Okay, create your slip knot, put your hook through the loop, and now we start chaining. For the large size paw print, we're going to need to chain 15. Okay, now we're going to join the loop, join with a slip stitch to the very first chain. And then you'll chain 1. And we're going to start working around this entire loop, work stitches around it. We need 35 half double crochet. So go ahead and work your half double crochet around 35, and then we'll meet back to do the join. Okay, now that you've worked your 35 half double crochet around the loop, you may need to move them around a little bit to even it out on the loop. And then you'll join with a slip stitch to the first stitch. And then chain 1 and turn. Now for row 2, so we're going to work a single crochet into the first stitch. And then we need to chain 4. Single crochet into the next, skip a stitch, single crochet in the next, and then chain 5, a single crochet in the next, skip 1, single crochet, and then another chain 5, single crochet, skip 1, single crochet, and then a chain 4, and then a single crochet in the next, and then we'll finish this row off with a slip stitch in the next. So this is what row 2 will start to look like. Now let's move to the last row. We'll turn and chain 1, and we'll work a slip stitch into the first single crochet. And then in this chain 4 loop, we're going to work 5 single crochet. And then in the next 2 single crochet, you'll make a slip stitch in each. And in this first 5 chain loop, we're going to work 2 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, and 2 more single crochet. Then we'll slip stitch into the next 2 single crochet stitches, and then in this next chain 5 loop we're going to do the same as we did in this first one, which is 2 single crochet, 2 half double crochet, and 2 more single crochet. and then a slip stitch in each of the next 2 stitches. 1, 2. And in the last chain 4 loop space, we're going to work 5 single crochet. And then on the last single crochet, you'll do a slip stitch, and then along the side here, do another slip stitch. And this is what the paw print will look like when you're completed. You'll want to fasten off the yarn, weave in any ends, and then we'll go over how to stiffen this to create an ornament for Christmas. Okay, now it's time to stiffen our ornaments. So what you're going to need is some warm water. Make sure it's warm. You're also going to need some school glue. We're going to mix equal parts water and school glue, or you could have just a little bit less of school glue than you do have the water. So let's go ahead and mix some glue with the water. Now that you have your water and glue mixture all ready, we're going to stiffen the paw print. You can either submerge this entire thing into the solution and press the mixture through the yarn fabric here, and then you'll lay it out to dry, but I'm going to stiffen just the back side of it. So I have a paintbrush here. I'm going to dip it in the water glue mixture and then start dabbing that onto the yarn just on one side. And then we'll keep doing this until the whole side is wet with the solution. And then once it's all complete, the back side is all wet, you'll let it dry for a couple of hours or overnight. Okay, here I have some paw prints that are ready for the hanging strand. They dried overnight, so the back side is stiffened. So we're going to want to add a hanging loop. You could either use the yarn to create the hanging loop, the same yarn you use to create the paw print, or you could use some twine. I have some twine today that I'll use. So you'll want to cut a length of twine about 11 inches long. Thread it through your yarn needle. And then on the back side, the stiffened side of the paw print, you'll want to add the hanging loop between the 2 middle toes. And then even out the strands and tie a knot at the top to complete the hanging loop. Then if you have excess, you could trim that off. And then your paw print ornaments are complete with the hanging loop. You could gift them, you could sell them at craft shows, or you could hang them on your own tree. And there you go.